Activision Blizzard has had another record year of success, and you know what that means. Bobby Kotick, the overpaid CEO of Activision Blizzard, gives himself another massive bonus while laying off staff when there's no need to do either. Again! I'm starting to notice this reprehensible trend in capitalism where executives pay themselves so much money while screwing over their own workers and customers. In a Bloomberg article by Jason Schreier, Activision has laid off nearly 2% of its staff, which is nearly 190 people, and 50 of them worked on live events, while giving its overpaid CEO a $200 million bonus. The nearly 190 people that were let go will receive a minimum of 90 days severance and health benefits for a year, as well as job transition support. They were also given a $200 gift cards for Battle.net. Well, it's kinda good that they're getting severance pay and health benefits considering there's a pandemic going on, but the $200 gift card on Battle.net is just plain insulting, since giving these people an additional $200 would have been far better, since they could spend that on food, rent, etc., instead of being limited to spending it solely on Activision's own economic ecosystem. To top it off, the people who were laid off weren't even given prior notice. They only learned they were being laid off at the same time as the general public. News outlets were given more information about the layoffs than the people who were actually laid off. There should be laws against this kind of thing. This isn't the first time that employees were kept in the dark about whether or not they were going to lose their jobs. In 2018, the company had another record year, the CEO got another massive bonus, and hundreds of people were laid off. That year, during a press release to investors, Activision CEO Bobby Kotick wrote, "While our financial results for 2018 were the best in our history, we didn't realize our full potential. To help us reach our full potential, we have made a number of important leadership changes. These changes should enable us to achieve the many opportunities the industry affords us, especially with our powerful owned franchises, our strong commercial capabilities, our direct digital connection to hundreds of millions of players, and our extraordinarily talented employees." And I should add for emphasis that they fired. Activision's excuse for laying off those hundreds of workers was that they didn't reach their full potential despite how great that year was for them. Profits for that year alone were $447 million. How much in taxes did they pay on that? Zero. Instead, they got a $228 million tax credit. That's right, the US taxpayer gave Activision Blizzard $228 million in taxpayer money for free. And those hundreds of employees that were laid off? Many of them came to work not knowing if they might have a job or not. But oh no, it doesn't end here sadly, because of course it doesn't. It turns out Activision employees are also underpaid. In 2018 messages on internal Blizzard communication channels reviewed by Bloomberg News, employees talked about money-saving measures they've taken to remain with the company. One employee wrote that they had to skip meals to pay rent and that they used the company's free coffee as an appetite suppressant. Another said that they would only eat oatmeal and bail on team lunches because they couldn't afford to buy the food at the company cafeteria. That's right, Activision doesn't even pay their employees enough to afford cafeteria food. Imagine being unwilling, and I do mean unwilling, to pay your employees a decent income while giving Bobby Kotick $40 million a year. Now back to the present issue, which is literally something that happens every single year at this point. An Activision Blizzard representative further clarified for us saying, "Live events are still very much part of both the Overwatch League and Call of Duty League strategies. We plan to get back to them as soon as it's safe to do so and logistically feasible." Oh ho! So they plan to keep doing live events once the pandemic is over, so they decide to lay off 50 people from the team in charge of doing these live events. We all know Activision can easily afford to keep these employees on its payroll till this pandemic is over, but chose not to, just like they chose to give Bobby Kotick $200 million. Activision Blizzard, known for franchises including Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, gave an optimistic outlook for this year and next, and said it expects to hire 3,000 people in 2021. So not only do they expect 2021 to be a great financial year for the company just like 2020 was, but they also plan to hire around 3,000 people. Now, My math skills are pretty rusty, but I'm pretty sure that 190 is far less than 3,000. If every single one of those 190 people were given a $250,000 salary a year, then it would only amount to $47,500,000. That's less than 1/4 of Kotick's $200 million bonus. These outrageous bonuses aren't just limited to the overpaid CEO. In January 2019, the company gave a $15 million signing on bonus to its new CFO. Yes, they paid a guy millions of dollars just for him signing up to be an executive. If a regular person asked for bonus for signing up, they'd be kicked out. But somehow it's different when one of these plutocrats do it.
There should not be a billionaire, and I'm going on record to state this. Everybody talks about a minimum wage, a minimum wage, a minimum wage. I say it's time for a maximum wage. How about 12 million a year, $1 million a month? If you can't live on $12 million a year, $1 million a month, maybe we should bring back capital punishment. Well, they already have, haven't they?
Here's my thoughts on Bobby Kotick's $200 million bonus. He should get no bonus at all. Bobby Kotick has an estimated net worth of $7 billion. To put that into perspective, if you made $19,178.08 every single day, it would take you 1,000 years before you reached $7 billion, assuming at no point you spent any of that money. Bobby Kotick could spend the rest of his life without making another penny while losing 75% of his net worth and still remain a billionaire. I and several others have said this before. These companies don't just want to make a profit. They don't even want to make a huge profit. They want to make all the money in the world and money that doesn't even exist yet, and even then it's still not enough. It will never be enough to satisfy their endless greed. That's it for this video, and thank you for watching.